Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. We're really looking forward to this road test, as we'll see the ncaa, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense getting set for first down. The run to the left. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last week.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to throw, it's Osborne. And that pass picked off.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too
Big my boy.
He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
From the shotgun, the inside kid. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's going to pass. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, he chews up yards, doesn't he? That was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you can tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground, and it was.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Jones wants to throw it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the kick. missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Little. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called a money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
That shit lag, bro. I'm trying to play through it.
On an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
He breaks a tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Back to pass. It's Osborne. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the tight end.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Spreads the outside.
Team A does
And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Washington State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. They'll run the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Wants to throw on third. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. First down to start the drive after the break. He's got it on the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw it again. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. No,
I should just lag on that and just do something to get them out of that.
Trying to deliver the football, and now they face
Keep saying, own it, bro. Like, own it.
They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say
sorry,
offenses have the
ain't
advantage,
your
right?
fault. It's lagging, so I
They
can't.
have the footing underneath them.
He ain't lag on that
Defensive
play.
guys just gotta
That's
get
just
it.
bad
Might be a
play.
little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Trying the left side. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You bring up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll go right back to the run. The Tigers get enough for the first down.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clocks. So good job by the offense. A little bit of space to get the first down.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the wide blocks are
good for them little 3 plays.
Getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Tigers will keep this drive going.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that.
He's going to tackle him in the end zone. They tackle him in there.
Lining up to add another.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Need to knock it away then. There's all. He's trying to play through those shit in the beginning.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Yeah, good. Just need the leg.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Jones to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Crawford. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On the run, it's Harris. The Buffaloes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's reeled in. It's Welch. Still on his feet at the 45. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs.
That a flag, Ralph?
Had it, but somehow it slid.
I ain't making the flag.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Jones wants to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Good catch,
And
boy.
he's got it. Touchdown, Bucks.
Need that.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should
He's
spark
there,
this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turned the
Right on the mouth. I would grab, play at through it. It's going to, I know it's going to keep
touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clock reads 11 seconds here in the first half. We'll see if they're content to regroup at halftime. They'll give it to Johnson. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on first down. Fires one high and deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Taking it the other way. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage.
Needed that.
Wrap up the half. Update.
They connection
LSU
that my
ready
connection.
to put it away and open this second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Tackle for he got like he gonna make us some.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your...
They're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Jones to throw. Trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. That pass
should have keep lagging, man.
Trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Oh my God.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
He's going to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's caught downfield. Just what they've hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
That's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's third and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
The handoff to Johnson. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big.
Goes on. He is a beast.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9.
G6, good.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Osborne. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 23 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything happens. You should know.
No lag. Needed that.
Kevin, let us know when
Yeah, all the ones that they don't lag.
And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, It is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He gets in there for the two-point conversion and pushes the lead.
Function when it don't lag.
Sometimes you hear people wanting to take kickoffs out of the game. Not when you get returns like that. 86 yards for the touchdown.
Still got to play defense, huh?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Osborne. Got his man on the right. And more yards after contact. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
They're going to ride this running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. LSU quick to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout.
Thank you.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed.
Just fucking play, boy.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Rain, sleet,
Thank you,
snow,
Tatum.
sunshine.
Tatum Bear.
I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
The give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Makes the grab. It's Harris. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, get the first down.
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. With the run on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone.
Tackle.
Nowhere to run on that one.
Bad shit.
On the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've loved to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And
let's go. Good play call.
Touchdown, Buffaloes.
And, you know, late in the game,
Thank you, number 7.
sometimes get conservative when they
Damn,
got
lag
the
is about
ball.
to make me do
I love this
stupid
offense.
shit.
They were aggressive. They got another score added to the
Lead.
lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Oh, that's a touchdown. Don't rob me. Oh, he took it back. No.
So the officials take a close
No.
look in the
What?
replay booth. Will overturn the call. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks. I'm just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran it back.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. LSU right back to the line. Someone not clear on the snap.
Come on, man. Ain't already lagging.
Risky, baby.
False start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. Fourth down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. And it's picked off.
Let's go. Try to rip it.
But no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a
way to
big
fight, y'all.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, at this situation in the game now with the lead, you know the offense is just going to try and run the football, bleed the clock, and ice this game.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence?
Good job, y'all. We worked hard for that. That is amazing, man.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in a big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying